Alright, today is Trigger Pull Thursday, and I've been watching the Naked Gun trilogy. Pretty funny series, a lot of slapstick humor. If you like Leslie Nielsen, it's worth watching. And as a bonus, we get to see O.J. Simpson before he went crazy. So today, we are looking at the Heritage 22 caliber bird's head. And one thing about revolvers, several years ago when I was watching the Dirty Harry movies, especially in Magnum Force, the opening sequence when Harry is displaying his Model 29, when he pulls the hammer back, you can see which way the cylinder rotates. And I was wondering which way do cylinders rotate? And later on in this movie, you can see one of the motor operators or motor officers shooting one of the bad guys which way his Colt Python cylinder rotated. I believe that was clockwise, and I think Harry's gun was counterclockwise. Here's an example, two examples. Here is a Taurus 38 Special. Now I do have snap caps in this thing, so it's safe. Now if you look right there, you see that notch on the cylinder is pointing, kind of points that way, points down. So when you pull the hammer back, it rotates the way it's pointing. That's one really quick way to tell which way a cylinder rotates. If you're looking at one of these, that's the counterclockwise, and here, the one we're going to do today, same thing. If you look at the notches on the cylinder, they're kind of pointing up. When you pull the hammer back, the cylinder rotates clockwise. So if you're ever wondering which way a cylinder rotates, just look for those notches on the cylinder and it kind of points the way. So today I'm using these snap caps in the Heritage, and one thing you got to watch out for is the wear. You can see this thing's been hit 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. And if they get too flat, you got to just toss them and get some new ones, because this is like the shock absorber between the firing pin and the cylinder. And this is loaded with the blue snap caps. You can see they're all blue. So it's pretty safe. So let's do a trigger pull on this Heritage 22 with the new gauge. Okay, so the first trigger pull, and this is single action only, so first trigger pull is 2 pounds, 8.8 ounces. Let's try another one. Second trigger pull, 2 pounds, 4.4 ounces. Let's try one more. Third one, 2 pounds, 8.6 ounces. See if I can get an average. 2 pounds, 7.2 ounces. That's pretty good for a pretty cheap little revolver like this Heritage. This thing shoots pretty good, even though it's got that trough sight back there. I just put the front sight on the target and start blasting it. Usually works pretty good. So that is Trigger Pull Thursday, and this I think this thing was made, see where it was made. Heritage Manufacturing, Miami, Florida. Definitely deserves a little cowbell. Knuckle bump.